Welcome, Allison. It's a pleasure to have you here today. So what inspired you to put your name forward as a candidate in this election?
I ran for student leadership during my span of 4 years at Medicinac College, and I was VP external for 2 terms. So I was chosen by the students to represent them on more of an external capacity, and I loved it. I loved the learning that went with it. I loved engaging with people. I'm a teacher, so I like learning, and it was just chock full of opportunity and the ability to reach people where they're at and build capacity in the college. It was awesome, and I wanted to do something like that as a member of the community.
Great. Well, we've talked already about a little bit of your experience. What other experience will assist you in being an effective elected representative?
So that position at the college taught me a lot about governance, and I learned how to read policy and write policy and read budget and make decisions based on line items. And I also am a teacher, and I know how to handle and care for many different types of human beings. So I think at the core of serving in your community, you need to be able to connect with and represent. I mean, if you look at the Municipal Governance Act, your job is to represent the best interest of the municipality as a whole. And I think I naturally do that well, but I also have experience that allows me to do that.
Excellent. So what are some of the important issues facing our region?
So if we look at provincial leadership right now, I think that there's a need for this sense of social support. We as a region need to know that our provincial government sees us and cares for us just the same way as a teacher cares for their students. So I think that issues like education and healthcare, advocacy on behalf of the municipal government towards the provincial government is important, but I think we have issues like climate affecting agriculture, like we saw over the summer. We have issues such as, unemployment, huge unemployment issues, or even businesses struggling to find a skilled labor force. So I think those 2 in particular, along with this what's the best way to say it? A really strong social crisis, mental health crisis. People need to know they're cared for, and they need leadership that says to them, I see your need, I'm here for you, and I'm going to work to make changes in that area. So I think there's human beings, there's going to be different issues across the board, but I think that human-based issues, jobs, the environment, those are a couple big ones.
Excellent. So how will your election platform specifically benefit and improve the lives of our constituents?
I have a values-based campaign. So I'm running because I want people to know that the people that sit on council are there to voice the concerns of the community, and that I will do that for people. I think that the way that my kind of modus operandi will serve the people directly is that I want to engage citizens and ask them for their feedback and use that information to make my decisions. I think the community, or the City of Medicine Hat, is doing a decent job right now, increasing the amount of engagement. The municipal development plan that they've got in the works right now, they did pop-up stations and surveys, and that was really good. But I want to see more of that. I want to see opportunities to engage more visible in the community, because people don't always know when there's an opportunity to participate. So I want to see more of that. I think just compassion and, listening and validating people's concerns also is going to help in those areas. Just being willing to collaborate and communicate with multiple different stakeholders. I think that I have a ability to even show up in an area that I'm not necessarily educated on and sit down and ask questions and go, okay, I didn't realize that. How can we work together to build capacity for our region? Because we have unique problems and we have such diversity in the kinds of people that live here. So I think just connecting and collaborating.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So what strategies and specific policies would you suggest for the pillars that are found in our Vote Prosperity campaign? So those are, of course, include innovation and a competitive strategy, infrastructure development, image and branding, workforce development, and business and financial support.
So when I went over these 5 sections, the thing or the topic that kind of rose to the top was that we need to create an image for ourselves as a community that Medicine Hat is open and accepting of all people, that we have the resources in place like education, and we have business owners that are open to collaborate, that we have these tools that would create a place, what's the best way to say it? That would create ability for new people to come and live and work and be successful and healthy. And I think strategies and policies would look like open for the staff and administration need to be open to feedback. Staff and administration need to be willing to collaborate. I kind of use this analogy that we've got this beautiful structure of a city, but sometimes our culture is missing, our social needs are missing. And I think strategy would just be to mentor a really healthy social mindset that is open and encouraging, and encourage people to take risks and to say, I don't know, it's okay to fail. Like just the same as me as a teacher in my classroom, I want to be a leader that mentors that sense of like, we don't have to be perfect to do this together. We just have to try. And with green energy, people are hesitant, they're nervous. We have to try. And if we don't, we're never going to get anywhere. So it's okay to take risks and fail and grow. That process is kind of missing, and I want to see that implemented.
Excellent. So do you have any additional closing comments or thoughts for the voting public?
I'm here because I care about people. And I want people to know that regardless of me being perfect as a council member, because nobody can be perfect, I will give it my best shot, and I'm willing to engage and learn about whatever I need to learn about in order to serve the public. As a teacher, I like learning. That will always be at the core of what I do. And I'm always willing to have a conversation, even with somebody that disagrees with me.
Thank you so much for your time today, Allison.
Thank you.